I changed my mind. I don't think I'm ready.
Well, too late. We're live.
Oh, hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to the Stolen Fires channel. I had a whole blurb that I had thought about, but I didn't write it down because that would be responsible, and that's not what we're about. I hurt my hand.
Um, well, I'm sorry your hand got hurt.
Everything's frozen for me.
You
Oh
want me to
no.
say
Oh
something
no.
folksy?
I mean,
Yes,
it's
say
coming.
something folksy.
Hey
It's
there,
coming through
family.
me.
Welcome on down to the Dry Creek Holler for another episode of Old Gods of Appalachia on the Stolen Fires channel. We thank you for coming by and spending your evening with us.
That was amazing, and I am so grateful to you.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
I wish I was as
Welcome.
cool as the narrator of the actual podcast, though. His voice is amazing.
We just gotta kind of relax down into it. Hey there, family. Um, I am Alice. I am, for some reason, running this game.
Because you volunteered?
Yeah, no one twisted your arm or anything.
For some reason, running this game. Um, and it is taking place in a made-up town called Dry Creek Holler that we made collaboratively and will continue to make collaboratively, which is how we ended up with Palm Tanks. Anyway, starting with someone that's not Palm Tanks, we're going to go with Eugene Miller. Please introduce yourself to everybody and give them your pronouns and a little bit of a blurb about your character.
But if I give them my pronouns, then I won't have any pronouns.
Okay,
Isn't
look,
that the
we've talked
Why don't you
about
just give
this.
non-binary
him one set
goal?
of your pronouns?
The audience is not Fae.
I
Oh,
mean,
fair
we
enough.
don't
We don't
know.
know that.
We don't know who's
This is true.
watching.
Like, there's someone in there whose name is Ethereal. That's Fae-ish.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to make them afraid, and they won't get rid of their pronouns.
Wait, do we want their pronouns?
I don't want their pronouns. They're used. I don't know where they've been.
I can tell you where they've been. Anyway, hey
It's
everybody.
family channel.
I'm Ever and or Ambrose, whichever floats your goat. Uh, you can find me all over the internet as Am Changeling, and my pronouns are he or they. Again, whichever floats your goat at the time. And tonight I will be playing Eugene Miller, whose pronouns are he, him.
Next up, we have Gregory Buford.
Oh, hey there, family. It's me, Gregory Buford. I will not be doing that voice the whole time. Hi, Ben. I'm drinking a beer that was canned on March 25th, apparently. It's quite good. I am the school teacher. Did I say that yet? Who's
No,
very fixated and is definitely getting haunted. Or is being haunted. Does he believe in ghosts?
I
Conceptually,
don't know.
yes. But in reality, I don't know.
And last but not least,
Leafs.
we have our fearless leader.
Hello, my name is Rachel. You can find me Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere, mostly on Blue Sky these days. And I will be playing Miss Agnes, an educated speaker who knows Jack. She's a magical con woman.
And with nothing else to get in the way, let's get on our way. So last night, Gregory's cousin's house burnt down. After they all found out that a couple of family members were skipping out of the holler. It is now morning time, and the smell of smoke hangs heavy with the dew. I don't know why I had to think about words. I have literally been in that situation, except for the house thing. Anyway,
Your cousin's house burned down?
Gregory's did. Remember the alcoholic?
Franklin, yes.
Yeah. Remember how you saw Franklin's ghost? Or something in a reflection. Remember how we played a game
Yep.
last week?
Yep. I took notes. And then I took other notes from an ex-class lecture.
You are already ahead of me. Um, so people are sifting through the rubble. They are organizing a casserole train for Gregory because it's the South. That's what you do. And any other family members that are left, which might already have left. So we're going to start the morning with Gregory, wherever he has been all night. Did he go home? Did he stay out? What's going on with him?
So the fire was overnight, right?
Yeah, the fire was overnight.
I guess he would have been helping in the brigade. If was there a bucket brigade or
Yeah.
fire, he would have been helping with that. Um, because that's what he does as someone who defends what's right. And man of the what are my stupid things? As somebody that has as a community activist, he definitely helps out with his people. So yeah, he'd be picking over it. But if it's getting close to school time, he has to go to school.
Well, before you do that, I have dice somewhere around here for this RPG game. Ah, here's one. Um, roll a dice 6 for me. I got a 6. You got a
Quattro.
4. Okay. You hear somebody calling your name.
I turn and look.
They are standing over a body.
I walk over. Do I recognize the person? Either person?
Barely.
I barely recognize them, or
You can barely make out who it is.
is it Franklin?
It's Franklin.
Uh-oh. How does Gregory deal with emotion? We don't really know.
But we're about to find out.
While you are working that out,
Listen, it's 1909. He's going to do what any man would do back in the day and suppress the shit out of it.
while you are working that out, Eugene, where are you right now?
What time of day and or night is it?
This is early in the morning. People have been working overnight to try and get the fire out, or at least under control. There have been bucket brigades. There have been people out with shovels, hose, post hores, pickaxes, anything they can do to get the ground up just in case something else catches.
Okay. I assume after he met with everybody he needed to meet with, he'd have started headed back to the cabin.
Okay.
Uh, but so early in the morning, he'd probably be up trying to get certain herbs before the sun rose. If he saw the fire or heard any alarm bells, he'd probably head straight down,
Um,
bringing herbs with him.
so towards the end of the last game, yes, Rachel, that's actually what they're called. Hose and post hores.
Well, you said it in the Appalachian accent, so it was post-tours.
Oh no. No, that's not Appalachian. Post hores. Gotta get out there with shovels and your post hore, and you gotta get you some holes dug up and words in an accent. Anyways,
I don't know what that is, and I've Googled it, and I've gotten something that's definitely not it.
nobody Google.
This is a lot of black ass. It's nice.
We're gonna pump the brakes a little bit on this one. Back off. Refocus on the game.
So, anybody that is not Big Dad, have you ever seen those things that they'll shove into the ground and they'll pull
Oh, yeah,
apart?
post hole digger.
digger.
Yes! They're called post whores.
I've
Never heard it called that.
How do you spell that?
It might be HOAR.
Episode name.
No. We will attract entirely the wrong kind of viewer base for that.
Or entirely the right kind of viewer
No.
base.
No.
Fair. But yeah. I think towards the end of the last session you were in town. Yes, ethereal artisan, post horrors. I think towards the end of last session, Eugene was in town, right?
We met.
Yeah.
Weren't you planning on staying around town for a few days? Or did you hop on that horse that you rented and...
Oh, well, good point. He'd probably stayed in town for a few days to not waste any time spent.
Alright. So you're probably at the inn in town? Or you're at a family's house.
Okay.
I need you to decide.
Say an inn.
Okay?
Wouldn't want to put anybody out.
Yeah. There is one. It's across from the not a bar. And you would have heard the alarms overnight.
Okay. Then yeah, he would have immediately popped out with any herbs that he has to try and fix any wounds that may be occurring.
All right. There are a couple of people that pop blisters while they're digging and while they're moving the bucket chain. That was a look.
Sorry, I heard a really loud thud.
Oh, you're with animals. They do that.
No, they don't.
I mean, it depends on the animal.
Whether or not it's a bob.
Bob's home.
Yes, my Bob is home.
Rachel, what's your character up to?
So, she probably partially slept through the night. But then as the alarms started sounding, she's like, oh, not my problem. Oh, I can't sleep. This is becoming my problem. And you know, wanting to make a good, you can turn that off, baby. Yeah, turn it off. Sorry. Thermostat wars. Anyway, she probably showed up. Maybe with some biscuits. No, she's a terrible cook. She would not cook biscuits. But she shows up ready to be like relief bucket brigade person, because I assume that after several hours of standing in the bucket brigade line, somebody is going to be happy to be tapped out.
Oh, yeah. One of the older kids, like, is happy to trade places with you, and he just gets sent home.
Okay. Does it look like are we saving Gregory's cousin's house, or are we stopping the fire from spreading?
At the point where you tap in,
Mm-hmm.
it's more just stopping it from spreading.
Okay.
And you get to the morning. And you hear somebody call out Gregory's name if you're around the house.
I am. I holler back. Yeah.
And he walks over to see his cousin.
Oh, okay.
Is anybody else around him, or are you doing your own thing right now? All right.
Sorry, were you asking that of us or
Yeah.
Gregory or? Oh,
Well, of course I'm there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't sure who that question was addressed
You're
to.
fine. Agnes and
Um,
Eugene, are y'all around, or are y'all off somewhere else?
I mean, I'm still bucket brigading.
Okay.
To me, that's Miss Agnes.
Sorry. Miss Agnes, are you around, or are you somewhere else?
Miss Agnes is continuing to bucket brigade.
All right. So they get it under control, and people start to disperse. A couple of them are heading up to the house just to gawk.
Yeah.
The minister's trying to stop them. So is Gammy Bolden. Eugene, she does catch your eye, and she looks at you very pointedly.
Oh dear. Well, I'm busy slapping salve on people's wounds from the fire, their burns and stuff, and putting poultices on people's scrapes and cuts and whatnot from the shrapnel.
All right. Miss Agnes,
Mm-hmm.
are you around the house, or are you doing your own thing?
I'm bucket brigading.
It's over.
Oh, in
Yeah.
that case, I assume that someone is making sandwiches to feed the bucket brigaders, so I'm gonna go help on that.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna go get a bunch of sandwiches for yourself.
I mean, I'm also gonna do that, but you know, show willing first, then grab a sandwich.
Yeah, there's a lot of bread. So Gregory, you look down and there he is.
He's so small. To think everything that was him is now burned up. Nothing. Much like the other 7 members of my family that died this month. Much like all my siblings and parents. There's nothing left. Is there much more that can be felt in the depths of Gregory's soul at this point? He's lost so much so quickly. Is he hollow inside? No, because he must focus on the students. That is what he still has.
I certainly hope he's not hollow inside. That has special
Sorry,
meaning
I like
in
to
this
give a good
setting.
depressing monologue every now and then.
It was good.
No,
I
Mhm.
was
it was good. Just the hollow men are a thing. They're a bad
And not with a
thing.
bang but a whimper. This is how the world ends. It's one of my favorite poems, actually.
it is such a good poem.
Okay. I didn't know that was a poem. Okay, carry on.
Yeah, the Hollow Men. This is how the world ends, not with a bang but a whimper. Is the big
I-
line. The big lines from
Okay,
it.
I know the line. I
Yeah.
don't know the poem.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Not really beautiful.
I love it. Um,
I mean, like I said in the monologue, he's lost so much so fast recently. Um, that it's just kind of like he can only really acknowledge it.
Yeah,
Um, Now, assumption is the rest of his family is left, so now he has to take care of this corpse, or is there an undertaker still in town?
there's an undertaker. Um, he walks up to you and he places a sweaty paw on your shoulder. You see the doctor and the town barber come around too. Um, they tell you that you should go home. They'll take care of the body and they'll help you pick through the place later.
And he turns to the undertaker and say, "Thank you," and he would have wanted it to be done really cheap if it was me. So we're gonna do exactly that for him.
Undertaker laughs, says, "All right, I got a pine box somewhere.
All right,
I think it's big enough."
I got school to teach.
You gotta go sleep.
I got school to teach.
Hell, I ain't telling you nothing.
Sleep can wait for tomorrow.
Sleep needs to happen today, but hey, I ain't one to talk an idiot down from bad decisions. Just take care of yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go grab a sandwich at least.
How about some coffee? Anybody got any coffee around for me?
They probably got a coffee. Get a sandwich while you get your coffee.
Nice. What kind of sandwich?
I don't know. I ain't been down there yet.
I'm asking the storyteller.
Oh,
Tomato and cheese.
Powdered eggs on white bread.
probably tomato and cheese, powdered eggs. Well, no. This is a farming community. They probably have actual eggs. Um,
A nice, nice ciabatta loaf with some chicken picante on it.
now you're hoping too much.
I mean, are there Italian people in Tennessee at this point?
Probably, but they're probably keeping it quiet.
I think it's the Scots that sells Tennessee, if I remember right. But
Scots Irish, yeah. Or as one of my teachers would fight you if you said Scots Irish instead of this, Ulster Scot.
I don't
would
know what
fight
that
you.
is.
So a lot of the criminals they pulled from Scotland went to Ulster, which is the northernmost county,
I'm familiar.
and then a lot of those criminals they sent to the New World.
So Tennessee is just proto-Australia.
We're a problem. Yeah. People are mostly making biscuits, to be honest. Because biscuit
Cathead?
dough. So what?
Cathead?
I mean, pepperoni roll is definitely making biscuits.
Probably. Little asshole.
Yeah, you get down there and pepperoni roll just kind of pads up to you. And you see his little paws do this. And he starts climbing up your leg.
Oh, bitch.
But you don't stop him, do you?
No. He literally just goes, "Rrr," he grimaces as the cat climbs up.
Yeah, the cat settles itself on your shoulder. And this is not a small cat.
Oh, he's an orange cat that seems to be staring into the depths of my soul from this picture.
Right? Who found that picture?
I did.
Storyteller. Let me storyteller. Rachel.
But you walk up to the biscuit station. And there you see Miss Agnes and Mr. Miller. Miss Agnes is helping make and prep the biscuits. Mr. Miller is doing his apothecary stuff.
Eugene, you're still in town?
Yeah, I reckon to spend the time with the horse that I rented
Who
in
you staying
town getting
with?
some. I'm sorry.
Who you staying with?
I'm just staying at the inn. I didn't want to put anybody out.
Nonsense. I got a spare room you can stay in.
I'd be much obliged.
Might be haunted.
I ain't got no
It's,
problem with
it's,
Haints.
it's my brother's place. It's clean.
No, I don't mind. What can I do in exchange?
You're already doing it. Helping
Thank you
out the
kindly.
people of the holler is all we got for each other, right?
That is quite true.
Now, I don't show it, but Gregory is clearly exhausted. Like he shouldn't be standing at this point.
You planning on going to get some rest anytime soon?
Nope, I gotta give a lecture on Greek dialectics.
I think the kids will be
That's right.
fine without you.
I looked up the origin of psychopomp and the spelling.
You see, audience, this is what you call preparing for a game. Something that I did not do.
Psi, upsilon, chi, omicron, pi, omicron, mu, pi, omicron with an accent and the final form sigma. Didn't mark it off at the end for psychopompos.
Oh, there's a cat.
Oh, hello, cat.
Hello, cat.
All right. So are you, I guess, taking your coffee and taking your sandwich and going to the schoolhouse?
Miss Agnes, did you get your radio stuff settled?
Oh, well, that's more of a long-term project.
Well, if you get it in, the kids would love it for a field trip or a science project or
Absolutely. The Lord has moved my heart to begin a radio ministry in this town.
I,
That's mighty interesting.
I never took you for particularly religious, but fantastic.
As soon as Miss Agnes says this, everybody kind of goes quiet and just looks at her.
Oh, you'll all be changing your faces after my first broadcast.
Storyteller question. Do most people in this town own a radio?
Uh, no, not most, but there are nights where they do get together and listen to it.
Nice.
Yeah. It's one of those community things. Um, so you get to the schoolhouse and all of the kids there are quiet. Like even the loud ones that are usually trouble are just kind of looking at you like they're worried.
So he just goes up to the chalkboard and resumes the lesson. I'm not going to spell out the word psychopompos again, because that would be annoying for listeners. But he then starts going on Charon, Hermes, Hecate. Someone else name another from mythology, another psychopomp.
Persephone.
Is she a
Persephone.
psychopomp?
Um, Orpheus maybe.
He did it once. I guess that counts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did he? But he wasn't successful.
that's his wife's fault.
You're also taking Mercury or Anubis. And I think that's the extent that anyone in this town would know or have a book for any sort of mythology.
You are overestimating this town, and I respect that. Books are expensive. Miss Agnes,
Yes.
people have started slowing down. They are thanking you. And they have moved you away from any of the things involving food.
Okay. Well, I have liberated a sandwich or two for myself. I'm not being greedy, just enough for a meal.
Yeah, no, they're all right with it. People have started serving coffee. People are talking about um maybe playing a card game or two to settle down after last night.
So not very surreptitiously, um, because I don't want to be like obviously sneaking around, but I'm just gonna sort of lap the ashes and see if there's anything interesting that jumps out at me um, about the burned down house.
Yeah.
So
So,
I don't know if I've got a roll for that.
for this one, you will. Um, did it ever download your sheet? It's somewhere over here. Thank you, Dropbox. I appreciate you. Um, so roll an intellect and you can use your seeing through deception. That will bring it down to a difficulty 2.
Okay, so 6 or better.
6 or better.
5!
Yeah, you walk around and you see nothing.
Okay. uh,
Eugene's gonna, having watched, I'm having a brain fart on your name because your name is your name in Zoom.
Miss Agnes, I'll change it on the break.
Sorry.
Just call her pepperoni
he's
roll until she changes it.
he's gonna spy Miss Agnes leaving the sandwich stand and follow after, just to make sure she didn't need any salve or anything like that, and sees that she's inspecting the house, and he decides to survey as well.
You see a man standing in the middle of the ruins.
They get that for free?
Well,
They're very magic. Or sorry,
see the unseen.
he is very magic, we should
Okay,
say.
fair.
You automatically perceive creatures and objects that are normally invisible, insubstantial, or hidden via magic. When looking for things more conventionally hidden,
Magic.
the task is eased.
I concede the
So,
point. Carry on.
Miss Agnes, did you need any tending to your wounds? Did you get any injuries in the fire brigade?
Oh no, I'm fine. I showed up late. I was more relief. Thank you, though. You're very sweet.
Um, you wouldn't happen to notice anything about the building or what's left of it, I might say.
Oh. Well, it's a mite sad, isn't it? A whole life, all burned up in one night like this.
Oh, yeah, I agree. You don't see no one standing there in the
Well, I
middle of the
see
rubble.
you standing here. But no, there's nobody in the rubble.
Ah, well, I might be seeing a little something. It could be the lack of sleep, or it could be the side.
I see.
He's gonna kind of like wave to the figure he sees.
The figure looks at him and then looks down toward the town. You do recognize that the figure is Franklin?
Is Franklin or appears to be Franklin?
So far as Eugene is concerned, is Franklin.
So, that figure looks mighty familiar. It looks kind of like Franklin, or a lot like Franklin.
When you say his name, he
And
looks up at you.
he's
And
Franklin.
he looks sad.
Can you talk or anything? Are you able to speak, or are you just a silent Hank?
He shakes his head.
Can't speak. Got it. You looking at the town for a reason? Is it your relatives? You ain't the last one, are you? I'll take that as an affirmative of you're not the last one that's being targeted. Well, Miss Agnes, I don't know about you. I don't know how much you believe in or what you believe in, but I think we got a mystery on our hands, a supernatural one.
I see. Well, I wouldn't call myself gifted, but I've been gifted adjacent more than once over my life.
Well, some gift is better than no gift.
Should we go inform Gregory?
I don't know if he'd quite believe it, but might as well give it a shot.
He's probably at the schoolhouse. It's this way.
Um, Eugene, you look back, and Franklin has his hand out towards you. Like this.
Like to take his hand?
How do
Yeah.
you take it? Like, how do you interpret that? How does Eugene interpret that?
Well, it looks like offering a hand to either do a handshake or be led somewhere. So he'll reach out to the Spectre's hand before they go anywhere.
All right, as soon as your hand touches, you don't feel anything, but he wisps away.
Peter Pan in the window, or like, or does he like melt away?
Kind of like the wind just... Kind of like he just disperses.
Like a dandelion puff.
Yeah.
Well, should should we get to? And do you know if there's any sandwiches left? I'm mighty hungry. I could use a little something.
Oh, we made enough to feed half an army. I'm sure there's some left.
If you don't mind swinging by there with me,
Certainly not.
before we. Excellent. We might as well go tell Mr. Buford what I've seen, if he'll believe it.
Well, only one way to find out.
All right. You make your way down the hill. There are plenty of people that are heading up there with shovels to dig through and dig up the rubble. They do have carts to get any belongings that survived down to Gregory. And you make it down to where they have a few biscuits left.
Yes.
They do have some country ham.
Fried green tomatoes.
They're not breaded, but yeah, they're fried.
Any sea loaf?
Good enough.
Mush?
Not right now. Right now, it's important stuff. It's treating people. And you make your way to the schoolhouse. People are talking about how they didn't hear Mr. Buford ring the bell.
Well, I mean, we'll wait until he's done, until it's like lunchtime or he's done with his lesson.
Yeah, you show up and you can hear him through the schoolhouse. And there is not another sound except for a few creaks of chairs.
Alice, I asked you an important question in our chat about I tagged you in.
Yeah, let me get that pulled up.
Would you like me to do that?
If you think that it is a contradiction,
No, the earlier question.
oh,
The one I literally tagged you in.
yes, but he's going to have an opportunity for it.
Okay. We're talking about math at this point. The question is, if a train leaves Omaha at 10 a.m., traveling east, going to Indianapolis at a speed of 45 miles per hour, how long will it take for it to get there?
While he's in the middle of this, Eugene and Agnes, you see Gammy Bolden walk up to the door and give it a rap. Mr. Buford?
1 second. So they have to answer this question before we
No.
move on.
They do not.
Yes, they do.
She steps into the schoolhouse. Mr. Buford.
It's 608 miles.
Children, why don't y'all step out and help with the cleanup for the biscuit station, all right? And the kids look at you worried, but they start to stand and they head out.
Now, I'm just going to narrate what he's yelling at this point because I don't feel like shouting it.
Yeah.
Basically, go on, do something that won't let you get ahead in life. You'll end up working in the factory like everybody fucking else. He doesn't say fuck, but he's clearly very mad.
Gammy walks up to you. She is about your age, but right now she looks like she's a lot older.
Wait, a woman named Gammy is my age?
Yeah. It's a nickname.
How do you get
How
the
did she
nickname
get
Gammy
exactly?
without being old?
Maybe
Do
you're
you
just
solve
a
every...
grandma friend on the friend group.
She's the grandma friend of the community,
She
yeah.
go gray at 18 or something.
You know what? Yes.
I have a
Yes,
lot
she
meaner
did.
things to say, but I'm not going to go into. Does
You're
she?
like, you know what?
Does she? Is her favorite candy Werther's Originals?
Look, this is
Does she
1908 or
have
some
7
shit. They don't have
cats?
another ones. They don't have another
Saltwater
candy.
Oh,
taffies.
would it be Werther's Brand News? Yeah, it would be original at this point, huh?
Look, we are having a serious moment right here.
And I'm incapable of doing that as a person. Ask my therapist. Go ahead.
But she does walk up with an air of, have you ever seen those people that walk like they cannot be stopped?
Murder walk.
Not the murder walk, but just the there's nothing in between me and my goal.
Murder walk.
Without
The
malice.
Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza. Yes, I've seen it.
Okay. That's how she
That'd
walks
be
up.
like my wife when she's mad at me.
Okay, but she's not mad. This is not a murder walk. She's walking with purpose. While you are yelling at the kids. The last one leaves. And,
I would point out he hasn't changed since the working on the fire line.
yeah. Most people in town haven't. She just grabs you and she pulls you in.
What?
She just keeps you in a hug.
I don't need this. I have class to teach.
I know, sweetheart. She squeezes a little bit tighter.
Daw.
Hold on, I'm fighting my natural urges to make a joke.
Agnes and Eugene, you do see the kids heading out.
I wave them to move faster.
They just don't have the energy. Even the ones that look like they got sleep last night.
Pictured a little kid walking by Miss Agnes and going, "Are you a cytopomp?"
Yes.
One does, actually, yeah. Little tanks.
I will be right back.
Alright.
Yeah. Gregory does not know what to do in this instance, but he does stop talking.
I think that's fair to say for a lot of things about today that Gregory is dealing with. Eventually she does let go and she grabs your face. Listen to me, son.
We're the same age.
Shut up.
Okay.
We gotta stop this. I've been trying for a while. But it's down to you, and if it ain't you, a lot of them kids are gonna end up going to a real bad place.
The steel mill?
Yeah.
No.
No, I ain't talking about hell right now. But I am talking about that steel mill. Or worse.
And yet you interrupt my class, my lesson plan.
I interrupt a man that's going off the deep end, trying to hold on to a broken brake. Okay, so wagons do have brakes on them.
I was thinking Model T, but it might be too early since it's 1909.
Somewhere around in there, yeah.
Just need to take the things out of the oven.
They do have vehicles, but it's... But yeah, for anybody that didn't grow up with around wagons, they do have a handbrake that you pull just in case your mules or horses or donkeys or whatever's pulling it start to have the wagon catch up to them.
Well, the train usually has a backup brake, he says.
You ain't a train. I have never known you to yell at them kids like that.
Well, they weren't answering.
You was asking them stuff they wouldn't know till college best. And you're smart enough to know that.
They can divide 608 by 45.
Gregory,
What? Gammy.
acting calm don't mean you're calm. And I ain't stupid enough to fall for that. School's over with until you and your friends get this sorted. School's over with until you and your friends get this sorted.
I know, I'm debating on what to say.
Yeah, she sees that in Gregory.
He's literally like doing the hand gestures too, probably.
Yeah? I don't know every secret in town. Whatever's going on here is beyond my ken. I can protect you. But at some point, you gotta leave whatever walls I put up.
What walls?
Barriers, protection.
What friends?
Hey there, Mr. Buford.
Oh, that's interesting timing.
Yeah,
Miss Agnes just waves.
sometimes things happen for a reason.
What kind of reputation does Miss Agnes have around town?
She's not from around here.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, does everyone know she's a con woman?
Oh God, I hope not. But she probably gives off that vibe anyway.
Well, let's see. How about all three of you roll a dice? And if any of you match what I roll, the answer is going to be yes. How many of you match it is going to be how strong that reputation is.
Oh no.
Grab a die 6, hon.
Okay, you said a dice.
Oh,
You didn't say a
D6?
die 6.
I know what I said. Yes, that one works.
I already
Oh,
rolled
that's
the
really
D-
pretty.
I already rolled a d4.
That is really pretty.
I got the same number on the d6.
I rolled
Alright,
a
a
4.
I rolled a 4.
Oh God damn
2
it.
4s. I rolled a 2. No,
Hey!
her reputation is only known with the lower folk in the community.
there anyone as low as Franklin?
Oh, yeah. There are
But I
people that
mean,
are very well known for being cheats. But right now, she's just known for being new.
And the
I don't cheat at
original
cards.
podcast host.
Well, she's not known as the podcast host yet. Working on it.
What would her podcast title be?
I mean, I have one idea, but I'm totally ripping off from a different podcast.
Behind the biscuits?
Bringing the holy to the holler.
Weird Little Gods?
No, that's what you're doing with your psychopomp stuff.
I'm doing Weird Little Guys?
Weird little
Weird little
gods.
guys.
Weird
I
little
know, but-
gods.
So Hermes is actually the Alex Jones of the Greek world. Okay.
All right. At 10:15, let's take a 5. So
But it's 11:06.
It's
I
8:06.
knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, but you thought it was going to come from her.
Yes, I actually did. At a quarter after, we're going to take 5.
So
Take
what-
5 what,
everybody-
souls?
Game's over. I'm done. That broke me. Fuck off.
You had a
All
good
of y'all.
run.
Um, Eugene, you see Franklin standing beside Gregory.
Gregory, uh, I've seen you. I've seen Franklin up at the rubble of the house, and I'm seeing him stand next to you right now.
That's a nice platitude. Thank you.
No, hon, he means that he's standing next to you. He's right there.
He looks.
And it's not so
I shouldn't
nice.
look
it's
away
kind
from
of
my
an omen.
microphone when I go, but he does turn and look.
Yeah, you don't see him.
I could
Look,
be
I
talking
ain't
strange
crazy.
right now.
I might be a little touched, but I ain't crazy. I can see things that a lot of other people can't see. And one of those things is the folks who passed on before us. And Franklin seems to be having a dire message.
Franklin just kind of shrugs.
Our message, what? I was hanging out.
I don't think Franklin's gonna be the last one to go.
Do you think something's coming after Gregory?
I know something is. I can't figure out what.
What Gammy said now. She knows more than I do, that's for sure.
Well, how do we figure out what's coming after Gregory?
Eugene. Someone walks through the wall and stands and stares at Eugene.
Do they look familiar?
They, or not stares at Eugene, stares at Gregory. They look a lot like Gregory, except they're a woman and they're dressed in stuff that's real out of date.
Am I being haunted by my trans ghost?
No,
Dinger,
the
dinger.
ghost of womanhood yet to come. Um, yeah, she looks like she's about Gregory's age. And she looks a lot
And
like him, but she's dressed funny.
would someone else in your family that looks a lot like you, but
What?
My
What?
mic picked that up, Bob. The oven timer went off to signal that dinner is ready, and Bob is very excited about this.
What'd you make?
Turkey meatloaf and roasted
it's like
asparagus.
Very nice.
I love Bob so much.
how is he hearing the banjo music I'm listening to?
Oh, I should have put that on to listen to instead of this Dua Lipa ABBA mix.
Oh no, Dua Lipa's
It's like
very Appalachian. Like, it fits.
instrumental bluegrass on.
Eugene, as you're asking that question, someone else walks through the wall and he takes that woman's hand.
Did
And
your
then
mama
some
and your papa die
and
of
then someone
mysterious
else steps through.
circumstances?
What was your question, Eugene?
Did your mama and your papa die of mysterious circumstances like your cousin?
So mysterious, I didn't write down how they died.
Hey, not important right now. And Eugene, you watch as 5 more people step into the schoolhouse.
This is fine.
There's a lot. You know what? I'm just gonna stop asking. I think there's a curse running through your family.
I mean, well, I remember how they supposedly died. I mean, they died of complications from working in the steel mill.
A couple of them roll their eyes and shake their head.
Apparently
mean-
not.
Player question:
Yeah.
Can the PCs who can see the ghosts see any sort of death marks on them?
No.
Okay. So like Franklin doesn't look all burnt up and crispy.
Nope.
Good for him. We're not in the 13 Ghosts universe.
Or the Wraith the Oblivion universe.
The what?
Wraith the Oblivion?
Oh. Or the Deadlands universe. Thank Christ.
Are there haints that are gonna look like that? Yes. These are here for a very different kind of reason.
To lead us to gold?
God, I wish. So, all 7 of them come together and they stand in a circle and they take each other by the hand. Everybody sees the next part. All of the desks and chairs in the schoolhouse scoot away in a circle.
Okay. Maybe there is a ghost.
Gregory, your desks are moving.
And the students aren't here.
And it happens very suddenly. The screech echoes through the schoolhouse as the wooden legs scrape across the wooden floors.
Okay. Maybe Gammy's not completely off her rocker.
Oh no, I am. Just not about this. Um,
Let the moment sink, Gammy.
oh, this is normal for me.
What do you mean this is normal?
Who do you think keeps all the weird shit out of town?
I don't know, because there's weird shit in town.
Pardon my French. Sorry, Mr. Miller. Sorry, Miss Agnes.
I mean, I think Mr. Buford has a good point. This is very weird, and it is in town.
Yeah, I don't think this is a bad thing, though.
How is it not? My cousin is dead. My aunt is dead. My uncle is
All
dead.
right,
It's some sort of unbroken chain of being haunted.
them being dead is a bad thing. Them being here probably ain't. And Eugene, you see the ghosts look at Gregory, and they look at you, and they look at Miss Agnes. And they look at Gregory, and they look at Miss Agnes, and they look at you. And their eyes go between all three of you. And then they look into the middle of the circle. And then they look back at you.
The kind of feeling that we're meant to stand inside the circle.
Oh,
And
okay.
you will step inside the circle.
Gregory has nothing to go on here, so he'll agree to it since he's entirely out of his element.
All right?
And these people probably won't leave him alone until he goes along with it.
Miss Agnes? Are you going to step into the ghost circle?
Yes. She's like, I have no idea what's going on, but this will be so interesting for the radio show. I'm a farm for content.
She becomes a spiritualist.
Well, brought to you by Blue Apron. Do you need something to spice up your kitchen? Why not a Blue Apron, now available at the general store?
Now, in light blue. So all three of you step into it, and it feels like the family gathering for Christmas. The middle of the circle is warm. It's safe. Mechanically. The two of you that do not have it, for the remainder of this story or until the haint is removed from you, are going to have Eugene's ability of wrap. The magic of the world wraps around you like a blanket. You have a shield of energy around you at all times that helps deflect attacks. You gain +1 to armor.
You should put that in the chat for us so we have a reference.
All right.
Do you want to do that during the break?
Yes. And Eugene, until the haint is removed, you are going to be specialized in using magic. Okay?
Sweet.
Gregory, you start to get flashes. You hear men screaming. You hear one man hollering that all he did was bring jobs. All he did was bring jobs. It ain't his fault. Something. And you see your hands, but they ain't your hands. Pick up a shovel, and it comes round, and that's the vision.
Can I ask you what kind of accent? Uh, he said it was like a city accent or like a country accent. I'm not asking for like state or region, but like
Yeah, it does sound. It's still southern, but it is more cosmopolitan. It's an
Nashville,
upper. It'd be more like
Memphis,
Riley.
North Carolina,
Yeah, it's got a longer drawl, and like a lot of upper class Southerners, he's talking more through
Asheville.
his jowls. And that is going to be our 5 minutes to give my voice a break.
Okay, we will see you all in 5. Don't nobody go nowhere.
Welcome back, everybody. Oh, hey, it caught me grabbing a drink.
Camera
Anyway,
does that.
look. I mistimed things. Leave me alone. I have this calculator.
That means you can't math.
Actually, that's a different form of dyscalculia.
Oh, okay.
Mine is the number thing.
I'm great at math.
I'm great at formulae, not math. Anyway, that's not the game. So the day, everything seems a little bit more vivid. Colors are a little bit more clear. And y'all feel like there's something out in the woods.
Right. You mean like
Eugene,
other than Lester?
other than Lester. Although, don't get too close to a shine mill.
Of course not.
Still.
He has to approach you.
Yeah. You just kind of stay back. You hold out some food with one hand. Make calming noises. Oh, thank you for posting that in the chat. But yeah, you feel like you are being called to go out into the woods. Welcome to the in-game GM Deus Ex Machina. Possessions, they're great for everything.
It's not a Deus Ex Machina if it's just the plot.
Right?
I don't care.
But Gammy's just standing around, looking around at each of you like something weird happened. Are y'all alright? What happened? I saw the Hank sleeve. Kinda.
What do you mean, kinda?
Well, they swirled around, and they kinda settled on all three of you. Except for one of them, looked like the oldest, placed his hand on the back of your head, Miss Buford.
Does this mean we're possessed?
Probably. But it's possessed by family, so it might not be bad.
Not my family.
Well, then it might be bad for you.
What's
I-
wrong with my family?
Yeah, what's wrong with his family?
I don't want to be possessed by anyone's
They're
family.
good people. You're only
I can
possessed by
attest
the
to that.
Holy Spirit?
The Holy Spirit is the Holy Spirit.
Thought I'd catch her on that one. Hey, I don't know. All I know is I want this over and done with, so I'm gonna go into the woods for some reason, find out what's there, and then deal with it.
Oh, good. There's not for anything bad out in the woods. Not like I have wards around the town for no reason. But yeah, that's a good
I
call.
gotta say, I also feel an inexplicable pull to go towards the woods, which is not usual for me.
That's because you got sense, except for right now. Well, Miss
Oh, you
Agnes
got any?
decides. So what?
You got any suggestions?
Uh, yeah, I might be able to set you up with a few things. First suggestion is y'all get some rest. Probably head out there tomorrow during the day. And if you can't wait, going out at night after you've slept ain't the worst thing. But right now, you probably ain't gonna tell the difference between what's there in your dreams.
Isn't that how vision quests work? Is that not what this is?
I don't know. I ain't one of them folk.
I wouldn't quite describe this as a vision quest, more like a mission.
Yeah, vision quests belong to a very specific group of folk. You don't,
I don't know.
ain't you learned?
Yes. They don't teach Ghostology 101 at Vanderbilt.
Well, maybe they ought to.
Maybe. Maybe.
I'm gonna get these desks turned back around before anybody says anything about the schoolhouse. Uh, y'all can help me or y'all can go have a lay down. It's up to you.
He's already working on turning the desks back.
Yeah, she's
I'll
something.
help.
I won't.
We know.
Dang thing about the ghosts is they never put anything back where it belongs.
About that time, you hear
You sure that's not that Mr. Pepperoni?
Mr. Pepperoni.
Mr. Pepperoni is actually like beside you for one or two of the desks. He's like got his paw up, like he's pushing. It's really cute. Um, about the time you finish is whenever you hear another knock at the door. There is a gentleman in a summer suit holding his cane by the very top, and he takes off his hat. Mr. Buford?
One of them, yes.
My name is Samuel Porkins. Perkins. Sorry. I, now I buy some of my steel from the, sorry, it took me a minute to change my voice. Now, I buy some of my steel from the mill up there, and I was here about another investment opportunity, and, well, all that unsightliness happened. Uh, Now I know you don't know me, and well, I don't know you, but I heard about, who was lost, and well, I came to pay my condolences and well, ask you if you needed anything or if your cousin might have left you anything.
He died less than 12 hours ago. I don't know if he left me anything, but thank you for your offer of support, sir. Mr. Perkins. He
Well,
says, completely covered in soot and ash.
oh yeah, Mr. Perkins is completely clean.
Now, Gregory wouldn't notice this because of his nature. Is he at all phased by my appearance?
Um, no.
I feel like one of the others might pick up on that.
Well, if you
Where are you from, Mr. Perkins? You traveled all the way out here.
Oh, I'm from up north a ways, out towards the coast.
North Carolina, perhaps?
Ah, thereabouts. Why are you asking?
I thought I heard the twang of Raleigh on your voice.
Well, it is my home, but I travel all around the place. There's always a good chance to make some money somewheres.
You in town for a while, sir?
I'm gonna be for a minute, yeah. I just got in, yesterday.
Okay. Well, if there's any updates, I'll let you know.
Well, thank you, sir, ma'ams. And he, steps out, and behind him, you see about what can be termed a gorilla in a suit.
Keep talking.
Um, the man
Is this
behind
the
him,
gorilla?
not a gorilla.
So it's not the one that fights 100 men?
No, it's not the one that fights 100 men. Um, the man behind him does look like he has fought about 100 men. His nose has been broken in a few places, and he, does look like if he has been inside at any point in his life, it was not for very long. His skin is ruddy, and his, face has busted capillaries, about like what Franklin had. He does not look nearly as clean as Mr. Perkins does. He looks in, and Agnes, you've seen a man like him before. Every couple of times you decided not to play on people, there was a man like him sitting at the table or standing just outside the saloon. You know what kind of man he is. You don't even have to roll for it. And he doesn't even look inside the schoolhouse. He just walks.
I'm sorry, was that to Eugene?
No, that was to you.
Oh! What kind of man is he then?
Oh, dangerous is a kind way of putting it. Wetworks specialist that enjoys every bit of his job.
Well, that's nice for him.
Right?
Right. I'm leaving. I gotta go.
Why?
You should come with me.
Where are you going? The woods?
Yes. Let's go to the woods.
Is this proper?
Eugene can chaperone. Come on, Eugene.
I think we should rest first.
We can rest in the
Right.
woods.
The ghouls are already in town. My cousin's not dead even a full day. And they come swooping in, want to buy his land.
I'm going to the
That-
woods.
that'd be-
I'm going to the woods right now, and I start making a
Ugh.
beeline to the woods.
Agnes
Miss
is leaving
Agnes,
the church.
Miss Agnes. And Eugene will follow after.
She's got a plan. I'm in.
Y'all have fun now. Don't get killed. You might want to consider, preparing. You can come by my house, or you can just keep going. All right. Well, I'm just going to be in here babysitting the church, I guess.
The schoolhouse.
Yeah, schoolhouse. Sorry.
Yeah, did you see that man? Did you see that man?
The small one or the brutish one?
Yeah, I think one of them was here for me.
Oh,
He didn't really look much like a radio preacher.
Yeah, no. Look, I had no idea that money was counterfeit, but nobody believes me.
Counterfeit.
that sounds like
What was that?
an interesting story, but we should really.
It is a very, very boring story, I promise you.
I can't
Uh,
believe someone would donate counterfeit money to a church.
I know, right? Terrible scandal, not my fault. Some people don't believe that.
What's this world coming to?
Well, us hiding in the woods for a little bit until he goes away.
How long do you reckon is a little bit?
It was a lot of money.
So a lot of it.
Yes. But we were
Um,
headed there anyway, so.
Agnes and Gregory,
Yes.
roll an intellect. Let me double check and see if y'all actually have to roll.
I'm using my edge.
Okay, then you don't have to.
Neat.
So Gregory,
Yes.
roll. It's a difficulty of 1.
I have a question. Does anyone know when our stat pools refresh?
I think it's every game, but it's up to the game runner.
Okay. I got a 12.
Okay. All 3 of you, notice the rougher-looking gentleman as you try and slip out. Standing at the entrance of the alleyway that leads to the school from the main road. If you are going to try and slip past him, it is going to be a difficulty 4 speed roll. Agnes, you have escape and sneak.
I do.
Are those trained or specialized?
I believe just trained.
Okay, so you're going to take 1 off on both of those.
Okay.
So for you, it'll be a difficulty 2. Gregory, I don't see anything about slipping out.
That's right. I don't have anything about slipping out.
And Eugene, I don't see anything about slipping out for you.
I rolled an 18. I rolled an 18.
Very nice.
All right. So you 2 have to beat a 12.
Okay, let me just see if
Oh, boy.
Is there any way that I can roll to help them?
I will let you if you want to spend any of your pool.
may I take a round to study the problem and come up with an out-of-the-box solution. This would give me an asset in my next combat action. It's part of Industrious.
Well, that depends on the group. If they want to stop and assess, as opposed to just get the hell out of there, then you'll
Right.
have time.
I mean, I guess with Miss Agnes already getting the hell out of there, I probably don't have time.
Um, let's see. Pool is you spend. Is it 1 point to drop or 3?
It's 3 minus your edge, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to let you. I'm going to let you spend 3 of your pool, Rachel, in order to get Gregory and Eugene out quietly.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay?
And so my pool is equal to my score.
Not necessarily.
Right now, let's say yes, and
Okay.
we will recalculate it between games.
Okay.
Okay?
If it's intellect, I have so many points. I can spend 3.
Alright. So, Eugene and Gregory, you have a difficulty 3 now. You have to beat a 9.
Can I spend points?
You can.
This would be speed or intellect.
This will be speed.
I will spend 3 points. So now I'm down to 2.
You're down to 2. So you have
And
to beat
I
a
shall
6.
also.
I rolled a 14. I didn't even spend any points.
They're spent.
I know.
Eugene?
I will also spend the points.
Okay.
And I rolled a 17. I didn't need to spend those points, damn it.
That's how Cypher System's gonna go, apparently. So Miss Agnes has already studied the town, the back ways, the skinny alleyways where you gotta suck it in and show off your other chin. In order to get through, and she leads you by them. And you manage to slip out toward the still mill.
What's the name of the steel mill?
The name of the still mill is Hammond Steelworks. Named after its primary investor. He is known. He is infamous in the town, and one day he disappeared.
Crash took itself out.
And we are going to end the game with y'all heading toward the still mill.
Oh, dang.
While y'all are there, there is a man picking through the burnt ruins. He finds what looks like a burned through book, and he slips it into his jacket, and he walks toward town, where he catches the eye of a man in a summer suit. And this has been Dry Creek Holler, an Old Gods of Appalachia game.
Okay. There's a man in a suit in the woods.
No, in the town.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Seemingly interested in a book, which are, as we learned, hard to come by around these parts.
Very hard to come by.
I hope it's Jack. I know him.
We're going to sign off with me last. So, Eugene, Give us who you are, what your pronouns are, and where people can find you.
I have enjoyed playing Eugene Miller for everybody, and I now go back to being Ambrose and or Ever, whichever floats your goat. And my pronouns are he or they. Again, whatever floats your goat. If you are lucky to have two goats. And you can find me all over the internet as Am Changeling, except for Twitter. I'm not on Twitter.
That's okay. Nobody should be on Twitter.
Exactly.
Gregory.
Hi, I'm Ben, playing Gregory Buford, local school teacher, regular man. Probably horrifically depressed man, but that's okay. He's just vibing. I am on Twitter, but don't follow me. I'm mostly just there for the psychotic people that are still screaming at each other. It's a delight for me. I don't have any active shows at the moment, but I do owe Rachel 2 different shows that I pitched to her that we've both forgotten about. So, maybe.
I've been so busy. I will go
We've
look
all
at the
been busy.
form. I need to set it up so it actually
I don't think I
notifies
actually
me.
filled out the form. I just talked to you about it.
Oh, fill out the form.
Oh, so you get to cheat.
Yeah.
Well, no, because he's not running those shows. Fill out the form.
Listen, ever since the forums come around,
Right. She thinks this is like an official channel.
it is.
I'm
Oh,
an
right.
affiliate.
That's
I've
what
been
we're
an
streaming
affiliate
on.
for a while.
Like, I can just run it on my channel. No. Are they going to take away my affiliate status? I don't know.
We'll find out the hard way. Are you done with your sign off? All right, Miss Agnes.
Hello, I am Miss Agnes. I have no idea why I'm going in the middle, but it's your game. You can run it how you like. Anyway, hello, my name is Rachel. I am Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere. Mostly when I am not here, I am on Blue Sky. And we have a server. If you want to come join the server and hang out with all of us weirdos, I am putting the link in the chat. You will also be able to find this video on YouTube. Maybe you found it on YouTube. Congrats, hello, we're glad you're here.
Hi, YouTubers. We didn't completely forget about you. Our fan on YouTube is just looking at this like, yay!
Oh,
You
hi,
remember
Jen.
me.
I know you're listening on YouTube.
All right, are you done with what you're doing?
I'm done.
And I have been Appalachia. My pronouns are she, her. You can find me on Blue Sky as Alisai at bluesky.whatever the hell Blue Sky is. I don't understand it. I'm on there like once a week when I remember it's there, or when somebody from the server that we have that is in the chat posts something from there. You can also find me on Discord as Alisai or whatever I've changed my name to, depending on the holiday season. And anywhere else on the internet, I don't exist. Do not find me. If you attempt it, I will be under your bed. What am I doing under there? Just, you know, microwaving fish.
Oh, you bastard.
You welcome.
I mean, it's your bedroom. You can do whatever you like in your own bedroom.
Oh, it's my bedroom, she said.
Oh!
Yeah, if anybody tries to find me on the internet, I'm just under their bed.
It's not you as in her, it's you as in the listener.
I have just had such an auditory hell this session. I'm so
So you up all night
Oh,
putting out a
babes.
house fire in Appalachia?
in spirit.
Oh.
And yeah, that's the broadcast, I guess. I
All
don't know
right.
how to sign off after this point.
Good,
Don't
good,
ask for competence.
good night,
I'm here.
everybody.
Thankfully,
Thanks
we
for
have
coming
Rachel.
by, family.
Drink water, get
Bye.
good sleep.
Bye.